In the silence, let it flow. Your touch draws fire down my spine. In your rhythm, I lose the line. Eyes like midnight, voice like wine. You pull me deep across the sun. The room is moving, body.
Check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. We are live. I think that we are live. We should be live. What is going on, guys? Welcome to 2026. We made it. Happy first Monday of the new year. I hope you guys had a fantastic holiday new year. Joshua in the chat already. AE Mac in the building. Welcome to the Gaming Daily News, the first live stream. We're doing it different. We're doing it bigger. We're doing it better. It's so good to be back, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We can turn down that little background vibey music that we had going on there. Today's stream is brought to you by the official chain of Gaming Daily, B3.fun. Big shout out to B3. We're going to have more on them later. They got some big things coming. They are teasing their big announcements, but of course, they've been our gaming chain partner for all of 2025. And still, we are rocking with them, at least for the beginning of 2026. More on that coming very, very soon. Do I often go to the gym, bro? Listen, we're trying to get back in those gym gains, but we got some gaming news to talk about, so I'm super excited about that. We're doing it different in 2026. So if you followed us before, you know we've been doing the daily news videos, but I'm not even like in the center here. I should probably be in the center. But we're evolving. Instead of just going through the headlines at a surface level, we're going to slow things down. We're going to be going live, a daily news live stream, just like the real news broadcasts like happen. You can tune in at 6 p.m. EST Monday through Friday and catch what is happening in crypto gaming. And, we're going to vary the conversation as well. We're going to check in on crypto Twitter, and check in across the board. Maybe some, actually our first stories are about huge gaming headlines. Unfortunately, the co-founder of Sega, David Rosen, passed away this morning at the age of 95. Pioneer, legend. Our hearts, prayers, condolences go out to gamers across the world, because where would we be without Sega? We're going to talk a little bit more about that. We're going to react to a bunch of this news. And it's going to be exciting. But this is our first stream, so, it's not going to be about perfection. We're going to definitely have some kinks that we're going to work through. So, it's more casual, more just informal and vibing out, man. But this show would not be possible without our partners, B3, AI Rev, Sequence, YGG, Yield Guild Games, and of course, SoulForge Fusion. And we can't forget Sequence. I think I said them once, but they're so amazing that we got to say them twice. We are also going to be featuring our Gaming Daily website. We've been building this behind the scenes. It's in private early access right now. So we're going to share a bit about that today and pull from some of those news items. And yeah, we're just going to have some fun. So without further ado, let's kind of jump into our first news story here. Oh, we got a bunch of crazy stories to talk about today, actually. Just to give you guys a preview of some of the things that we're talking about, let me look at our list. Let's look at the docket, look at the agenda. We're going to be talking about Arc Raiders reaching a record of 3.2 million players yesterday. Absolutely massive. NFT Paris getting canceled. There will be no NFT Paris this year. How do you guys feel about that? Yeah, reacting to that. I want to read what they said. Ready Player Me got acquired by Netflix. That's big. We got stories from Cam Punia from Fableborn talking about going from $20,000 in debt to over $400 million in FDV. Axie Origins is entering development, a pause in their development. So there's some Axie Origin big news coming. We had shutdowns over the holiday. We had Mega Weapon shut down, and Blocktopia, I saw today, is pausing their operations. We got the crypto games that you need to pay attention to in 2026. We got a lot to talk about, guys. We got a lot to talk about. I'm super excited. And assuming that this goes well, like one of our plans for the live stream is to have guests come on. I want to talk to founders and these projects and other creators and get their reactions. We're not going to always have a guest. It might be me up here freestyling. King Snooch in the building. Shout out to Lachlan. My guys, I love you guys so much. I hope you're well. Happy New Year. We got to hang out soon, boys. We got to hang out soon. But yeah, I think it'd be really cool to be able to bring other people onto the stream and just have more conversations. So if that's your thing, definitely you're welcome to hang out, vibe with us, ask questions in the chat. And if it's not your thing, no worries. Like, I don't blame you. We're definitely going to be pulling some clips from this as well. So maybe you'll just see the clips. So keep an eye out for those. Keep an eye out for all of our content. And if you guys, I mean, you guys are here, so I have to assume you guys know who I am. But just in case you don't, if I go here, oh, look at that. We're good. Now let me move over a little bit. My name is Icy Gaming, and today we are gaming with the Gaming Daily News. I run a crypto gaming news and media platform called Gaming Daily. And that's what we're about, man. So you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow Gaming Daily on Twitter. We are switching it up from the daily news video that I am known for in 2025. This video right here. We did 266 episodes of this incredible video. But yeah, we're going to be live streaming in 2026. And I could not be more excited as we like build this out today. What do we think of the title? Can we get some reactions to the title real quick? Like, Gaming Daily News Review. WTF happened today? Is that cool? Is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. You guys tell me. Shout out to the bots that commented, apparently. Shout out to everyone tuning in. We got people live on Twitch, tuning in from YouTube. I don't know why I'm going to my notifications. We don't need to go there. Thank you guys for people that reposted the stream. Shout out to Sky, shout out to Sinjin, shout out to AE, my executive assistant and operations manager. Dub, we got Dub in the building. Dub's Daily, another incredible creator, doing, fighting the good fight. Guys, let's get right into it. Let's get right into the news. Unfortunately, I hate starting on such a somber story, but massive respect needs to be paid to the Sega co-founder David Rosen, who unfortunately passed away today at the age of 95. Described as a founding father of the Japanese arcade scene, his family confirmed his death on December 25th. Okay, so he didn't pass away today. I apologize. Many are paying, let me not zoom in there. Many are paying tribute to the loss of one of the most influential figures in the history of the arcade and video game industry. We have all grown up on Sega. We know Sega. We love Sega. Where would the world be without Sega? Guys, yeah, the only things that are certain in life are death and taxes. I tend to lean on stoicism. I like to consider myself a stoic, or I try to adhere to stoic values as much as I can. And there's a great quote that they live by, which is memento mori, remember death, because death is a part of life and it comes for all of us. And it's not about the end of life. It's about how we live life, and it's about making the most of every single day. And there's always going to be, reminders of that. So love your loved ones, hug your loved ones, call your parents, call your siblings, call your best friends, tell them that you love them, make positivity louder, be kind, stay humble. Because life is short, man. Life is short, and have fun. Have fun while you're here. Kay in the chat, I love you. Good to see you. Moving on. Arc Raiders. Oh. This makes me so happy. Dub, eat your heart out. Do I have any gifts? Do I have any gifts? We don't have any gifts. We're gonna have to build out the soundboard. We're gonna have to build out you know, the stream a bit more. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. But guys, I would be ashamed to say this, but I'm not, because I love this game so much. I have over 200 hours in Arc Raiders. I had a great holiday in Stella Montis. I think that this is one of the best games ever made. I think that like Nadeshot just tweeted out that it was in his top 10 for best games ever made. 3.2 million players. I saw someone tweet out like there's a game that had 3.2 million players yesterday and it's not Fortnite. They have sold over 12 million copies, generating more than 350 million in revenue. Absolutely amazing. If you have not played this game, it's great. It's great. It's absolutely great. They did not win Game of the Year at the Steam Awards. We do have the Steam Awards. We're going to take a look at them. Actually, I think we're going to do, let's look at that now, Dub. Great call out. Shout out to Hollow Knight. You know who did win an award at the Steam Awards, Dub? Hollow Knight Silksong has won the Best Game That You Suck At award at the Steam Awards. Also, look at that Steam Awards trophy. Super sick. I've not clicked into the article yet. Let me take a look at this and we can react to this together. We can react together. The Steam Awards 2025. Let me try and fix this view a little bit. I don't know how long this is. Do I have to like click into each one of these? How does this work? New year, new awards. The end of the year always marks a slew of trophies. All the Steam Game Award 2025 categories and winners. Game of the year. Maybe it was its immersive gameplay or its gripping story, its well-crafted characters, immaculate design, or addictive multiplayer. Whatever the reason, the winner of this year's Game of the Year award is an instant classic. Are they saying Hollow Knight Silksong won Game of the Year at the Steam Awards? Wow. Congratulations, Hollow Knight, dude. This, what the heck? What's going on, dude? Page unresponsive. Technical difficulties already. Screw it. We'll do it live. I'll write it. You'll read it. We'll do it live. That's a goated clip. We're going to have to get that clip for the, for this stream as well. Whenever we run into issues, just like, we'll do it live. Why is this page like Steam or, oh, this is Deserto? Why is Deserto's website so crappy? What is happening here? Claire Obscure, of course, Arc Raiders, Dispatch, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Shout out Hollow Knight, beating out Claire, what is it? Clear Mascara. VR Game of the Year award. Do we care about VR games? Midnight Walk, cool. Labor of Love award. Game that's been out for a while. Team is well past the debut. I'm not going to read all of this stuff. Baldur's Gate 3 won the Labor of Love award. Best game of Steam Deck. What are all these ads and other articles, dude? Why are websites so crappy? Thank goodness we're building a better website with Gaming Daily. Hades 2 won Best Game of Steam Deck award. Much deserved. Hades 2, great game. Better with Friends award. Peak against Repo, Battlefield, Split Fiction, Schedule 1. Peak beat out Repo and Schedule 1. Interesting. How do all the Repo fans feel about that? Shout out to Walt Diz, Josie Kosi, Van Ho, big Repo gamers. I'm a big Battlefield 6 player, but Peak, I played Peak. I couldn't beat the first mountain, but it was fun. Good game, good game. Outstanding Visual Style Award. Can I just get where's the tweet of the Steam Award winners? That has to be out, right? Let me just see if I can search this real quick. Steam Award, and this is where it's just gonna be live, so we're just gonna search this stuff together. My PC doesn't want to work that well right now. Do I have too much stuff? All right, let's close this tab. Do I just have too many tabs open? What is going on? I don't like that at all. Steam Awards winners. You gotta make me get a new website, a new computer. Okay, we've got it. We've got it right here. Let me pull this up. And a nice little graphic. We will go to the Twitter view. Boom, look at that, looking good. Game of the Year, Hall Night Silk Song. The problem is I can't read these. Best soundtrack, that looks like Expedition 33, which makes sense. Outstanding story rich game, Dispatch. Sit back and relax. RV there yet. Heard good things about that game. Outstanding visual style, Silent Hill. Probably running Heart Creators in the background. True. So cool, guys. Shout out to the Steam Awards, man. One thing that I did not realize, and I don't know why it's taken so long to realize this. Also, shout out to Soulforge Fusion, one of the top comments, 7,000 views. Good job, intern. Shout out to the Soulforge Fusion intern, the official game of Gaming Daily. Well done, brother. I didn't know that everybody and their mother had an award show. Here I was like thinking I was so unique with my award show. Like everybody's got an award show. You get an award show. You get an award. Hey, shout out to the games. We love seeing games get recognized. We love the spectacle of award shows. It's just fun. It's deserved. It's all positive, right? It sparks conversation, sparks debate. That's what it's all about. We get to play games and have fun and talk about them online. Dun dun dun. NFT Paris and RWA Paris 2026 are canceled after 4 editions bringing together the global Web3 community in Paris. We have to face reality. NFT Paris 2026 will not happen. Damn. The market collapse has hit us hard. Despite drastic cost cuts and months of trying to make it work, we couldn't pull it off this year. All tickets will be refunded within 15 days to those who already had booked flights and hotels. We're truly sorry. We know how frustrating this is. That's pain, dude. That's pain. Hopefully, this is why you get insurance. And hopefully it's like soon enough of a heads up that you can cancel and get your money back. Big shout out to Sammy Steph in the building. Sad to see the event end, even though I never attended. Yeah, I never went to NFT Paris, but NFT NYC was my first crypto gaming event that I ever went to. It was June 2022 when Icy Gaming was just a little baby incubating as a gaming creator. I actually went for 2 reasons. 1, to meet Bryson because he was doing like a meetup there. And then 2, to meet the Decentral Games Ice Poker team. And I did both of those things. And they were like, at the time, dreams come true. I maybe had I think I just crossed 1,000 followers at NFT NYC. And that's actually where I met Joey Ingram, who is a poker legend and icon and someone that I super look up to, and built a friendship and relationship with him. I was actually live streaming. I live streamed NFT NYC for 4 hours walking around. It was super cool. So of course, NFT Paris, NFT NYC does have a special place in my heart. Events are tough. Crypto is tough. Business is tough. Super sad to see it go, but maybe not. I don't know. I mean, is it surprising? It always was a little confusing, like NFT NYC, NFT Paris, especially with the NFT market and where things are gone. And then you have Art Basel. And we know, Dub knows, anyone who attended Art Basel in Miami this past December, boy, was it not the same. I mean, the energy, the events, it was paled in comparison to previous years. So NFTs are hard, man. It's they're going, they're in the same boat as crypto gaming, unfortunately. Let's look at this next article. Netflix has acquired gaming avatar maker Ready Player Me. So this was on the docket. I have not looked into it. I think I saw some tweet on it, but I haven't looked into this yet, so I'm interested. After shifting its gaming strategy to focus more on games played on the TV, Netflix announced it's acquiring Ready Player Me. Okay, so this is really interesting because over the holiday, I noticed we have like Netflix Premium or whatever, and I think you need Premium to have Netflix gaming because I went to my aunt's for New Year's and I was like, let's play this game on Netflix. And I tried to play it and they didn't have it. And I was like, what the heck is this? And then my girlfriend was like, yeah, I pay for the premium one. And I was like, why do you pay for that? First of all, why do you pay for all your subscriptions? We have rent to pay. Second of all, they actually had like a Knives Out, like if you've seen the Knives Out movies with Daniel Craig, they had like a Knives Out whodunit multiplayer game. It's for like 4 to 12 people. And I'm like, I want to play that. So Netflix gaming, Netflix is making a huge push, right? We saw that they've been acquiring podcasts to go exclusive on Netflix. I forget what the big podcast that they acquired was. But yeah, now they've acquired this avatar creation platform based in Estonia, Ready Player Me. The streamer said Friday it plans to use the startup's development tools and infrastructure to build avatars that will allow Netflix subscribers to carry their personas and fandom across different games. What? Ready Player Me had raised $72 million in venture backing from investors including A16Z, Endeavor, Convoy Ventures, Poral, various angels, including the co-founders of companies like Roblox, Switch, and King Games. Netflix told TechCrunch the startup's team of around 20 people will be joining the company. Of the 4 founders, Rainer Silve, I'm not even going to pronounce these names. Of the 4 founders, only the CTO is moving to Netflix. So GG's to those guys. Cash out. Big shout out to Terrace. Much love, brother. Shout out to Terrace hosting a creator stream earlier today, giving banger advice on how to be a creator, how to time manage your time, and how to make, content that works for you instead of you working for it. I love that, dude. It doesn't have an estimate of how, okay. So wait, we're getting avatars on Netflix. Hold on. They're going to use the startup's development tools and infrastructure. Let me zoom in here. To build avatars that will allow Netflix subscribers to carry their personas and fandom across different games. Why does everyone want to be a metaverse? Didn't we leave this stuff behind? All right. Cool. I'm hardly interested. Netflix doing Netflix things, right? I did like that we got to watch the Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua fight, on Netflix for free. Moving on. Speaking of metaverses, let's check in with everybody's favorite NFT project metaverse, the other side. Mr. Garga, Mr. Yuga Labs, the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Yuga Labs has acquired the Unreal Engine-based creator platform that powers the other side. Oh, we covered this news. Yeah. This will happen right after Christmas. Yeah. We put this on the website. All right, can we pause, guys? Can we pause real quick? Can we just take a look at the website real quick? Can we just check in on the news terminal here? First of all, we got the news terminal. We got a bunch of stuff. We pulled, I wanted to go in order, so I that's why I didn't use the website today. But listen, we got all of this stuff here. Other side, we posted this. Actually, I guess we didn't post it. Maybe we posted it a day ago. Interesting. Should have posted it sooner. My bad, guys. I lied. Okay. Caught in 4K. Big shout out to Sammy Steph, though, if you're still here. Posted Amplified yesterday. Amplified episode number 6. Congratulations on episode 6, brother. All right, going back. Let's go back. Twitter view. So if you guys don't recall, if you're not familiar, this is actually really interesting to me. I've been covering the other side on Ready Up and just like in my own crypto gaming content since like the beginning. And so I've talked a lot about Improbable and their tech. I've used Improbable's tech it's really impressive how like, you can just join their metaverse from your browser and be in a world with like 100 people jumping around, shooting basketballs, jumping off mountains, flying around, all the things that they're building other side on, like their strong, valid attempt at building a metaverse or as close to a metaverse game as they could. The tech is being built on that's being made possible by Improbable, who board Elon Musk had something to do with, and they raised like $70 million, and then they raised more money. Like, you can ask Grok, you can like look into it. Improbable raised like hundreds of millions of dollars, was a real big deal. They sold parts of it. I don't know the whole story. Ask Jonah Blake, he probably knows. But it looks like, okay, so they acquired the platform and they negotiated a perpetual license to their high concurrency tech for other side. Okay, that's good. Along with the tech, many of the engineers and developers who we've worked with for years at Improbable are joining Yuga in the new year. So this is really good for Matthew Buxton in the chat. What is up, brother? Bro, quick aside, Matthew, I apologize. I worked out today in my Warp t-shirt. I like intended to take a photo. I didn't take a photo. But that Warp t-shirt felt good. Also, Matthew, we got you in the news docket. You got something coming, your IDO coming later on this month. I think we're gonna take a look at it. But it's down the line. Anyways, Yuga Labs acquiring other side. I mean, I guess it's good for them, right? They have a ton of money and they need to do something like significant and impactful. Listen, other side and Yuga Labs get a lot of hate or criticism for like not doing more. And I think you can argue that like they should have made better moves, but I don't think you can like whenever someone criticizes them for not doing enough, I'm like, they're doing things. I mean, listen, Gamify talks about this all the time. This is like a long-standing debate on Sam's show, Gamified. I've listened to Knock for 3 years, defend Bored Ape Yacht Club, and I've listened to everybody else tear them down and say Knock's wrong. I don't know, man. I mean, as someone who like wants to see the space win and succeed, like it's better for us if Yuga Labs does well. And I respect them like being like, hey, we're making this move into gaming and it's going to take 5 to 10 years to build out what we want to build out. And like, we're committed, win, lose, or fail, like, metaverse or die trying is what it feels like. And so their consistency is something that I've always appreciated and respected. Oh, this is interesting. So this is us doubling down on a simple goal to build the best creator platform in crypto. That's interesting. They've shifted now from like the metaverse, right? They realized that the metaverse was like not going to happen and just a failing narrative. And I do appreciate their shift to trying to be like the watering hole or like the water cooler of crypto. They're like, hey, we can be the clubhouse of crypto. And I do think that that is the right move. And I wish them well with the other side. I think there's some really cool games being built in other side and around other side. Shout out to gosh, I'm not gonna remember their names right now. Crypto Von Doom is the one building Bathroom Blitz, and I think that's dope. Shout out to Terrace. The people criticizing is because they're doing things, but it's not pumping their bags when it comes to the assets they hold. Absolutely. Watching NFT projects build games is like watching Dr. Stone, where they're trying to rebuild the modern world, but they're all high school kids. Not wrong. Not wrong. Love them for trying though. Yeah. It is true. It's like, I'm sure game developers look at like novice crypto bros trying to build games being like, dog, what are you doing? They're not the worst ones to do it though. They're in far better position than everyone else, just trying to vibe code their way through life. Yeah, I hear you. Gkoi. Oh, nice. Gkoi have ODK access. So that's the other thing, right? Other side built out their other side development kit. So instead of an SDK, it's their ODK for ways that games can integrate into their platform. I think they're trying to do everything, you know, in as good of a way as possible. Do we have breaking news right now? Do we have breaking Ronin news? Hold up. If Discord will load. Oh, we beat him to it. All right, we'll come back to that. Cyberverse has a playtest, and Cambria season 3 stats. Definitely want to take a look at that. Breaking news on Gaming Daily, because I think we missed it earlier. Not sure. Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't. 8:42 a.m. from January 3rd. So it definitely looks like we missed this. Big shout out to Cambria. Let's take a look at these stats, man. 10 days. All right. First of all, Cambria. Why are the seasons like so short? 10 days? I don't know. I mean, like dope, but it's so short. And like, and I also like, we don't get the dates like early enough to be like, oh, okay, like I'm not doing anything else for these 10 days. I don't know. Maybe the Cambria community does, but like for me at Gaming Daily, like we were covering season 3 and then it was like, oh, it's over in like 3 days because these guys stay up 20 hours a day and farm it like crazy. I guess so. $1.7 million in total player deposits, amount committed, up 1.3x from season 2. I think season 2 had like 1.2, 1.3 million. So pretty incredible to see those numbers. $170,000 in average daily player deposits. Almost $2 million in cash in volume, which is the amount risked. 14,000 peak daily active users. 50,000 peak weekly active users. So like those numbers are impressive, but like it also, you need to take it within context, right? It's like, where does this stack up with like other games? 14,000 daily active users totaling 1.7 million in deposits. Like, does that show enough promise and to grow and scale? Like, is that enough to make it work? Maybe in Cambria, right? Like Sinjin talks about this. It's like, if this were a poker site, you know, 14,000 players daily doing like almost $2 million in deposits, like the way that the economy of a poker site is set up is like way more than enough to sustain that as like an indie niche game. I guess my question is like, but some of these stats is like, it's hard to, like the day 7 retention, 59%. It's like the season lasted 10 days and you did like 2 seasons last year. So I like, is that relevant? I would imagine if there's going to be a player base, yeah, the retention is going to be really high. So it's hard to know like where to put this. I think it's really good. And clearly like it's going well. They also have a bit of that Ronin effect. And it's really cool to see a game like this on Ronin. Because it doesn't feel like Cambria needs Ronin. It doesn't feel like it's a Ronin game. It feels like Cambria was like super established and then went to Ronin and continued having that success. But I just don't know if they've done enough like volume or like been around enough to be like, this is the game that's going to change the world. It could be. I know like YP is like super locked in on this game. So whenever like creators are really big fans of games, that always sticks out to me. But I just don't know what to make of these stats. I think they're cool and they're good, but yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Let's talk about more stats. Let's talk about more stats. I like the flow of this. Cam, shout out Cam. Shout out Fableborn. You know what comes after season 4? Season 5, baby. Shout out to TCAF, Tyler. Shout out to Maria. Shout out to the entire Fableborn team. Cam posted this article because articles are so in right now. over the holiday from $20,000 in debt to 400 million FDV. I love this so much because, like, first of all, we all love Fableborn. We all want Fableborn to win. Crypto game. We all know that crypto gaming needs some success. We need something. We need some wins in our corner, boys. We need some wins. So it's great. It's great to see the good guys win. But I'll be honest, guys. I'll be honest. This entire time, I'm like, how are they doing it? I'm like how? Like, what did they do differently? I am dying to know. And I think, I've seen some stuff. We actually saw the tokenomics designer. He says he's a tokenomics designer. He posted a thread on like how he thought about the tokenomics. There was some insightful stuff, but it wasn't like too technical. So I've been saying, like, it's amazing that Fableborn is winning, but we need to understand this as a space so that we can take these lessons and move forward with them. This is kind of a long article, so we don't have time to read it here on stream, but it's really cool. Even just seeing, like, on December 5th, Power TGE opened at 60 million. Let's see. I guess it's just kind of like his, they made a game that wasn't objectively terrible. Yeah. I guess it's just kind of like his retrospective, TGE PTSD. Let's read this part because this is interesting. When we launched as a genre, when we launched, gaming as a genre was down. Tokens for nearly all consumer apps were down, and sentiment was at an all-time low. Anything around gaming and consumer was dead. Yeah, I was super surprised that they launched their token when they did. That was crazy, right? Big shout out to the gaming strategist, Jorge. I love you, brother. Happy New Year. I love you. I love you. I love you. I hope that you are well. Thank you for coming to the stream. Guys, while I have you guys here, Jorge, Sam, Matthew Buxton, I said it at the top of the stream. We're doing a daily news live stream now. The daily news video is being put on the shelf for a little bit, and we're just showing up on stream. But that means I get to invite you guys as guests onto the show where we can talk about your breaking news. I want to hear about Warp. I want to hear about Solana Gaming. I want to hear about Amplified and what Sam is doing. And I want your reactions to these news stories. So we are doing the daily news live stream every day, 6 p.m. EST for 1 hour, 6 to 7. Tune in to the news. And we're going to have some guests on. So we'll definitely talk about that, boys. You guys are welcome. West in the building. Shout out to the day ones, Sunshine and West. I love you guys. I've been thinking about you. I hope that you had a really great holiday and a great new year. Much love to you guys and your fams. But before we go further, we got to talk about this. While I would need another article to go through the intricacies of our TGE, give us that article, Cam. Cam, I want that article. We need that article. Cam, I need that article. Or come onto the show and let's talk about it. We didn't need the token to fund development. This means we didn't need to sell and use the token as exit liquidity. Is that why? Is that why the token's up? Because they didn't need to sell it as exit liquidity? I'm so curious. Why did they launch the token then? But that's great. I mean, that's great. Power needed to be useful inside the game, but it also needed to be visible. We designed for utility and discoverability. Demand comes from behavior and also belief. Previous cycles allowed teams to focus on the latter. I mean, this is like a lot of niceties and like, I don't know, like platitudes or like lip service. I don't say this in a negative way, but I want like the meat and potatoes. Like, how did you do it? I want to know. But that's massive regardless. From $20,000 in debt to $400 million FDV. Definitely check out that article, guys, if you want that full story. Throw it into Grok. Get the summary. Probably going to be a good one. Next story. Moving on. Axie Infinity Origins is putting a pause on further development. This is big. This is big. Axie Origins pausing development of new features, not closing the games, not closing down the game, not shutting down, but definitely pausing development on new features. So interesting. Very long, well, not super long. Okay, yeah, not crazy long, so we can look at this. I didn't even know who Jatster was. Big shout out to Jatster. I guess he's growth at Axie Infinity and Sky Mavis. Big shout out to Jace, the Ronin fam. Nothing but love to Jiho and Ronin. Guys, vote for me for next year's creator of the year. All right, in all seriousness. Let's see. Naturally, player liquidity in Origins has declined over time. However, the SLP rewards in ranked mode have remained unchanged. I think they also had a big update to the emissions for SLP. We can talk about that next. This imbalance has created an opportunity for bad actors to exploit the system through automated farming and botting at higher ranks. SLP extraction at this scale is harmful to the long-term health of the Axie ecosystem. Ideally, the issue would be addressed through deeper game design changes in Origins. Unfortunately, given our current shift and focus on newer products, it is not possible to implement other changes in Origins. Hence, we must prioritize solutions that are effective and immediately impactful. Therefore, all SLP emissions in Axie Origins will be halted starting from January 7th. So 2 days from now. Ice cold facts is that I love you, Jorge. I love you so much. Vix Bob in the building. What's up, brother? Matthew Buxton, I love you. SLP will no longer be earned through Origins ranked mode. That said, any SLP deposited into the game can still be used for crafting and morphing Axies as usual. This is a necessary step to protect the economy and reinforce a strong foundation for the future we're building. Yeah, interesting. So and there's the official tweet from Axie Infinity. SLP emissions in Origins will cease starting January 7th. Big Zoe, we in here, baby. Guys, I need to get my gifts going. Hold on. Are my gifts even on? I need to build out better gifts. I don't even think I have gifts on here. Sad icy. Hold on, excuse me. I gotta cough. Let me take a quick sip. Okay, big news for Axie Infinity. Big change. So it'll be interesting to see if people still play Axie Origins. Like, I have to assume that a lot of people were still 6-7 farming Axie Infinity. Sorry, I was reacting to Vix Bob. No, it's not purple. It's seltzer. Seltzer. Polar. Best seltzer. Black cherry, baby. I have like a tickle in my throat, so this is like not gonna go well. I'm trying to like work through it, but I think I'm just gonna keep struggling. Give me 1 second. I need the "will be right back" transition scene that like Thread Guy or just regular streamers have, so that I can like go off screen real quick, fix whatever needs to be fixed, and then come back. It'll be really interesting. Like, we want same thing for other side. Like, we want Axie Infinity. We want Ronin to win. We want these pioneers and behemoths to succeed, because they're the ones with the money that can invest into figuring out this industry in this space. And it just doesn't, it's never going to look good if like our, biggest projects fail. So the most interesting thing for me will be what the player base does from here on out. Are people still playing Axie Origins just for the money? And if so, if there's no more SLP, then they're going to stop playing, right? You'd have to imagine. So then does Axie Origins die? Like, is this the beginning of the end for Axie Origins? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, Ronin, Axie, they are all in on Atia's legacy. and that is their big push, their flagship game that they believe is the future of their ecosystem, along with all their other games. But for their flagship home built game, it's Atia's Legacy. Yeah. I think that's like their big push. Moving on, guys. Let's move on. Let's keep it going. We'll keep it going. We got about 15 minutes left. Got some quicker stories that we want to get through. Immutable has teamed up with the Avalon team to bring you a new kind of game, a boundless realm where players and AI forge their own worlds. Avalon is an AI-powered UGC platform that lets anyone create high-quality games, worlds, and experiences. Full disclosure, I have seed invested into Avalon through Wolves DAO. I've known the Avalon team since before they were even announced. I met their game designer, Jeff. His last name escapes me, but I met Jeff. Obviously, we love Sean from Avalon. Guys, this is huge. I think this is huge news, because the entire time everyone's been asking, what chain is Avalon going to build on? Is this the first time that we're hearing Avalon's coming to Immutable? That's a big win for Immutable. Avalon is, whenever people talk about the games to keep an eye on, the 7 games that people have hope for in crypto gaming, Avalon is one of them. My memory is so shot, but Jeff from the team helped build EverQuest. He was one of the founding members of EverQuest, or worked on EverQuest for years and years and years. Sean Pinnock, veteran, very well respected, well esteemed. So Avalon is a big big name in the space. So for them to land on Immutable, dude, Immutable got Avalon and Project O. Shout out Immutable. Good for them. Moving on. What is Maple Story doing with Monad? What does this mean? What does that mean? I don't know. G Monad, let's see what comes next. All right, this is from before Christmas. Did they say anything since? You guys are here for the news. I don't have any news for you. This was just on the docket. Had I reviewed this and realized that this was from 2 weeks ago, maybe I wouldn't have covered it. I will say that I spoke with the Monad team before the holiday, and I really like what they're doing. I really like the team. I really like what they're doing. Big shout out to Monad. Big shout out to the Jerry Foundation. My guy, much love, much love. We're doing a little bit of a game exit liquidity over here, brother. I enjoyed being on your show so much. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll do my own little live stream. I need a Brandon though, man. I need a co-host. Probably because Avalanche flipped on gaming, no. Yeah, who knows? Appreciate y'all. We're gonna keep the news going, guys. This was a big one over the holiday that I saw. Definitely wanted to talk about it today. Mega Weapon shut down operations due to insufficient funding. Are they not taggable? What's going on there? Hold on. Let me just check. Let's go to the website view. Let me go to Gaming Daily's website. I know we posted it. Mega Weapon sunset their development. We'll open up that tweet. Let's go to the actual news. Dude, their account no longer exists. What? What happened to the Mega Weapon account? What the hell? Oh, not that one. Full screen. What the hell, dude? What? How does that? Dude, that's so lame. I don't know what happened. I'm not going to put that on them. Who knows? Did we oh, we weren't doing Gaming Daily over the weekend, so like we probably didn't uh we probably didn't post anything. That's one of the things that I like from Gaming Daily is, bro, we take receipts, man. We take a screenshot of your tweet and then we post that in our graphic, and you might delete it later, but we got it. We got the receipts, but we don't have it for this. Didn't they just have a sale or something before they're announced? Yeah, I mean it's like not great. I think that they ended like their rewards or something. Oh, they went to abstract. Interesting. Just 1 month after the conclusion of their Zeet tourney, Mega Weapon is shutting down. You hate to see it. It's sad because like ever since I've been in the space, Mega Weapon was like, you know, one of the games that was out there, you know, doing their thing. The promised rewards, spent ETH, and purchase passes. I think that they said in their announcement, like, you know, GG's. So we do have a screenshot from Alex to their Discord saying goodbye. Is Seedon done too? I don't think so. So yeah, Mega Weapon was bought by Seedon like earlier last year. Big shout out to Play to Earn. It looks like they have covered it. Do we have their website? Can we go to what do they have? Is this just a thread that they have? Can we go to play? All right, let me go. Let me try and see if we can pull it, because this is important. Playtoearn.com. Let's see if they wrote an article on it. It looks like they've got a pretty good thread on it. Crazy how I almost worked with them. Yeah, bro. Vixbob, controversial of the day, but I'd like to see someone do this daily. Vixbob, this is a new Gaming Daily, brother. This is what we're doing. 6 p.m. EST to 7 p.m. EST every single day, or Monday through Friday. So Seedon has an out. Let me zoom in on this a little bit more for you guys. Okay. Seedon has announced a total shutdown. Oh, what? Wait, Seedon shut down too? Wait, I didn't even catch that. Oh, man. Bro, they like came in and like were buying games and publishing them. Zoom in to the blue part. Am I like so far past the blue part? Matthew Buxton. Okay. Yeah, exit liquidity. Shout out to Brandon and Fresco, the Jerry Foundation. Like, I didn't understand what their end game was. I mean, good people at Seedon, good people. Wow. In a move that caught many off guard, Seedon Network announced on Monday that it has officially ceased all operations. This closure includes the immediate end of its Web3 game Mega Weapon, as well as any related services in development. The shutdown was announced in a single X post, which is now closed for replies. Their Discord, which previously served as a main hub for updates and player support, remains online, but all channels have been closed to the public. I mean, yeah, it is what it is, right? It's not that surprising in the wake of 2025, everything that we saw. Shout out to Jacob though. I want to shoot him a message and see what the deal is. Jacob formerly was at what was the shooter? What was that shooter game? Meta Ops? Was it Meta Ops? Something like that. And then left Meta Ops, was out of the space for a little while, then came back with Seedon, and then was buying. They bought Mega Weapon. They bought some other games. We talked about it on Ready Up. We talked about it on Gaming Daily. I could search the archives. sad to see him go. I want to reach out to Jacob. Hope he's okay. Want to see what's going on over there. Super sad. It's always sad when this stuff happens, right? We also saw today, so this was breaking news. Blocktopia is also shutting down. Looks like we've got a Medium post. I have not looked at the Medium post, so let's take a look. Oh, will the Twitter view work for this one? Almost. Yeah, okay, that's good. Final chapter for Blocktopia. Here's the thing. I went to Blocktopia. I realized that I didn't even follow them. So on one hand, Blocktopia sounds very familiar. On the other hand, maybe I'm not familiar with them. I don't know. They were a metaverse project. If we go back to their Twitter account, the home of crypto metaverse. So like, okay, you know, and I guess like this is a little bit of what their game looked like. So like Decentraland, but cyberpunk, a cooler Decentraland to it to a certain degree. But yeah, not gonna make it. NGMI. Jacob was your beer pong partner? Dude, Jacob's a good dude, man. Wish him nothing but the best. I hope he's okay. They got backing from Jake Paul. That's interesting. BitBoy. Well then. Empty. Yes. Empty as fuck. Yeah. I don't think I have much to say here. Oh, they were on BSC? They were on Binance? I guess that's why we never heard of them. Okay, moving on, guys. Moving on. What do we got? We got prediction markets. 7 predictions for prediction markets in 2026. But before we get there, guys, I want to go back. Let's check our docket here. Let's see if there's anything that I know we missed a few things, so I do want to check into a few of these. I want to look at Parallel. Shout out to this guy winning. All right, we got an update from Parallel League. Big shout out to Parallel, friends of the show. Meat Value took on a 3-1 win over Mystery, winning the Parallel League Minor 9. With that, he gets the top prize for this weekend and an automatic spot in the Major 3's top 16. Back next week with Open 7. Then it's Major 3 at the end of the month. I'll be honest with you guys. I love Parallel. I love that they're doing this whole esports Parallel League. We went out to Vegas and supported their World Championships back in February. I cannot wait for this year's World Championship. I cover a lot of their league updates because I think it's just so freaking cool. I love seeing like the brackets and the competitors and like the storylines. You know, shout out to Zelly, shout out to Jarla, shout out to who's been crushing it. I forget, like there's been one guy that has been like kind of dominating the season, but I have no idea what these events mean. Major 3, Open 7, Minor 9. Like I can't keep up with it. I have no idea. Like I get it, but I don't get it. Like I get it, but I don't get it. But you know, yeah. When Parallel Colony, OG, When Parallel Colony. Big shout out to Dub. I know he's got opinions on there. Dub had a really good take. Guys, we're keeping it real, man. We're keeping it real on the Gaming Daily News. People had concerns that Parallel had too much going on and was gonna kind of lose focus on their core product or products because they have a lot of products. They're building like 3 different games, plus a whole token economy, plus an AI crypto aggregator platform, world-changing thing with Prompt and Wayfinder, which I love. I love all of it. I love Parallel Colony. I love Parallel TCG. I love Sanctuary, the shooter, which I've played, which some people aren't fans of. I'm a huge fan of. I'm all for it. But people were concerned that, like, how are you guys gonna manage all of it? And the answer for a long time was like, yo, they're just built different. And they are. Koji, um, Kalos, Fitch, the team over there are incredible. They're the best guys, and they're freaking badasses. But yeah, I mean, the reality of building something as big as what they're building is that it's just going to take longer and it's going to be harder. But we did have play tests on the Solana phone. What's the new one? The Seeker. So I believe you got the Seeker back in September when they were like shipping out in November. I think you could play test Colony. I was trying to win Creator of the Year, so I got a Seeker phone, but I never even set it up, and I didn't play test Colony. But now maybe I got time, guys. You know, listen. If you're not gonna win Creator of the Year, you might as well play some games. So we might have some time to do that. Back on the docket, big congrats. Hold on, let's just go back. Big congrats to Meat Value, guys. 1 to watch, and I do enjoy following along the Parallel League. So be sure to, if you're not following, because they have a dedicated Twitter channel for their league, follow Parallel_League. Back to the docket here. A few more things that we want to talk about. Crypto games that you need to pay attention to. Big shout out to Cairo, friend of the show, big homie, top gamer, my guy on his article arc, 14,000 views, 203 likes. We have left the play to earn era behind. These are the crypto games that you need to pay attention to. Let's see what's he got for us, man. Cambria, the high stakes degen MMO, great pick. Friggin' nearly $2 million in in-game spend. Fableborn, the Grinder's Gold Mine. All right, Cairo, this is a ChatGPT article, isn't it? I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. Listen, the Grinder's Gold Mine. I like it. I see the vision. I'm with it. Big shout out to Mark of the Zeal. Took rank number 1 in the first guild season. Where did they finish up in the second one? Or season 3? Either way, great pick. Moki, the Gambler's Paradise. Ooh. Okay, I take back what I said. You're killing it right now, bro. You're killing it. Grand Arena is coming. Big shout out to Hantao, one of my favorite builders in the space. Freaking love Hantao. So inspiring. You know, the truth is, I don't think many people know what they're doing in crypto gaming. Very few people do. Matthew Buxton is one of them. Koji is one of them. Sam is one of them. Project O, Fableborn. And definitely, if anyone has been consistent and right and standing 10 toes down on conviction the past 4 years, freaking Hantao, man. It's freaking Hantao. Always calling it how it is. So I love Hantao. Follow Hantao to the ends of the earth. Whatever he's doing, I'm buying. So big fan of Moki. Big fan of Grand Arena. I'll be honest, I still don't get it all the way. AI, gaming, prediction stuff, gambling, all risk to earn. But I did stake my Mokis and I'm training them and they're doing things and it was super easy. The onboarding was like super simple. And I was like, okay, like Hantao understands what he's doing. So I'm locked in. I'm following along. The emerging tech on abstract chain, on-chain heroes. Oh, I think we had an on-chain heroes update today too. This might be a longer show today, guys. We got some stuff to talk about. Interesting. Okay, so that was the last one, but Cairo did comment and he's like, dude, how could I forget Project O and Calamity? So big shout out. Good article, good picks. Are there any games that he's missing? Matthew Buxton would say, yo, bro, you're missing Legends of Illumia, you're missing Gladiator Mayhem, you're missing Tolan. Big shout out to Tolan Universe, by the way. Doing big things. Big shout out to Marcello. Dude, Marcello, low-key creator of the year. My guy has been putting in that work. You love to see it. What else did we see? Oh, did you guys see this Bankless article? What on-chain gaming learned in 2025? Big shout out to my guy from the fully on-chain gamers, Mr. Nades. It's kind of pronounced Nades, like grenades. Big shout out to Nades. Formerly Game 7, formerly Badass. He hosted the gaming district at what was the event down in Argentina? I forget what it was, but doing big things in the gaming space. And my guy is showing up on Bankless as a guest author. What on-chain gaming learned in 2025, a field report, what worked, plus titles to watch. I mean, this is a lot of what we know, right? A lot of what we know. Stakes, Cambria getting mentioned left and right. We got Realms Eternum. I think he's like a real big fan of like on-chain games, like primarily like fully on-chain games. That's like what their like Foggers thing is. It's like fully on-chain gamers. Kamagachi, big fully on-chain game. I know Inhuman's a fan. Finite Games beat Forever Worlds. That's a good takeaway. Gamified DeFi only works when it's honest. A lot of games that like, not the games that you would fully expect here, but again, he's taking it from like a fully on-chain game perspective. So Loot Survivor 2, Gigaverse. Put some respect on Gigaverse's name. Giving Flowers. Ronin Double Down. Crypto gaming bookmarks for 2026. Here we go. Project O, Atia's Legacy, Citadel, On-Chain Heroes, Chaos Agents, Blob Arena. I'm not going to read that last one. Very interesting. Congrats to Nades. Shout out to Bankless for covering on-chain gaming. And yeah, things that you love to see. All right, we are almost done. One of the things that I wanted to look at today, guys, we gotta talk about the sponsor of Amplified, football.fun, sport.fun. Spicer is almost up $500,000 in football.fun, saying it's the best Web3 game ever. What the heck is happening here? This Big Zoe, I think he probably already left, but I appreciate you tuning in, man. Much love, brother. Even Jack is saying, holy moly. I don't know what any of these numbers mean. I'm not a football guy. Is that Washington versus Philadelphia? I don't know what's going on. 35 active players, 381 total points of 20. What does that mean? I don't know. Expected winnings, 500K. What is TP? Is that take profit? Are these just points or is this money? I don't know, guys. This is why I don't play football.fun, because I don't know how to play it. But we do love hearing people say best Web3 game ever. And big shout out to Adam. I mean, yeah, I don't even know. Is this just a glitch? Was this just like a joke? Is this not even real? Am I like completely wrong about this? I don't know, man. I have no idea. Maybe that wasn't as cool as I thought it was. But I wanted to talk about it. I did want to talk about it. Wildcard has daily tournaments starting on January 7th. We'll talk about them then. I think we talked about everything that I wanted to talk about, which is sick. Did Kronos Worlds TGE? When was this? Wasn't this last month? I don't think that this is new. Let's take a quick look at this. December 27th. Cypher. They launched through Elixir Games. Fair launch. Shout out to Fan. Big fan of Kronos Worlds. Cypher sold out. So their thing went well. You can now buy it and trade it on dexes. Why were people doing things over the holidays? Like, why were you guys doing things on the holidays? I wanted nothing. Like, guys, I was resting, playing Arc Raiders, hanging out with the family, and getting sleep. People were doing things on the holidays. I was like, I love you, but I cannot be bothered. Like, I'll see you in the new year. I forget, someone else was like doing something big. Oh, like Providence. Providence also like had their pre-sale or something on like December 20th. And I'm like, guys, like, I love y'all. Y'all are dope, but dude, it's just it's December 20th. I will see you next year. Okay, so do we have a price for Cypher? Can we go to CoinGecko real quick and check this out? Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Shout out to BR1 Infinite, by the way. Thank you guys for the hoodie. Can you guys tell me why Crypto Gorilla is DMing me saying that there's a conspiracy theory that Stranger Things is going to have another quote unquote real finale on January 7th? That would be cool. I would love that. That'd be interesting. It'd be cool to see someone do a finale and then like come back and be like, no, here's the real finale. Okay, there's no price for Kronos Worlds on CoinGecko. I will try one attempt at seeing if we can see the price on this DEX on Elixir Games. Huge jump up and then crash. So I don't know about that. Market cap, 600K market cap. Could be worse. Not bad. I zoom in here. What the heck was this though? What was that crazy spike? They spiked to $20 million market cap in one 15-minute candle, came back down to $12 million market cap, went up to 20 again, as high as like the high was 23 million. And then, I mean, this was a crazy, what was this hour? A late Christmas tree. Vix Bob. Dude, Vix got them zingers, boy. Vix, I love you, brother. And then in one 15-minute candle, lost 88%. They opened at 19 million and they closed at $2.3 million market cap. But like the liquidity has to be like, yeah, it's got $500 in liquidity. So like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What does that even mean? Why? What was the volume on this? $80,000 in volume? Interesting. So was this like a market maker getting activated? Did a market maker like accidentally like turn on for this token and then be like, oh wait, no. Like we clicked the wrong token. Listen, I love Fan. I love Kronos Worlds. I don't know what this means. $500 on liquidity. What's like, what's the point? What are we doing? Listen, I may be very dumb. There's probably going to be a very high likelihood that I am the dumb one here. I don't know. Whatever. Moving on. Doesn't matter. Congrats on launching the token, I guess. The Wild World open preview. I think that this is old. I don't think that this is like. I don't think that this is like their little preview that they did in December, right? Yeah, December 19th. It was like a 5-minute video. This is cool. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. I thought the video was cool. I like skimmed through it. I like that they're doing previews and stuff. Ooh, that was cool. That sounded good. Looked good. I think you can go outside. You can get in a car. You can drive the car. Good animation. GTA. Good audio. Good radio. Good NPC like jumping out of the way. Well, like that's not new, right? Like this is Grand Theft Auto like decades ago. Like, do they have better NPCs than like GTA 5? That's what I want to know. If we're doing open world previews, are your NPCs like legit? I do love the ray tracing. The water, the world looks insane. The puddles, the reflections off the puddles, gorgeous, beautiful. Great sound design, great game feel. I've played the racing, but I think like all we've done right now is come out of a building and get in a car. We've already had the driving. But nonetheless, we're getting gameplay and game previews. So that's amazing. That's great. I love all of this. We're showing collisions. We're showing the world destructing. Good stuff. I like, looks good to me. Looks sick. We got Wild the World before GTA 6. Decipher Gaming. Good morning. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you. Guys, we've got like maybe 2 more things to talk about. Let's check the website real quick. Ooh, let's talk about the website. Okay, so we've got the news terminal. Doesn't look like there's been any news, but we had B3 reboot, or we haven't had any news since we started. FIFA Rivals, the Choice season drops January 8th. Corpo World announces expansion into AI, data monetization, global entertainment. Blocktopia pauses. We talked about that. Marcello interviewed Scarly from On-Chain Heroes. Probably a great interview. If you're interested in On-Chain Heroes, you definitely want to go listen to that. The link is on gamingdaily.gg. We got Axie Origin ceasing SLP emissions. We talked about that. Crypto games you need to pay attention to. We talked about that. Is there anything that we didn't talk about? Craft World and Fishing Frenzy kicking off 3rd Masterpiece in-game event. Giga Chad Bat releasing the Chad Pass. This is one that we didn't talk about. Let's take a quick look at this. I'm not familiar with what they did. Welcome to the New Year, Chad. Start the year off by checking out the Chad Pass live now. Buy the pass and get 100 pass balls is what I'm assuming P-balls is. And bats when you log in daily for 30 days. That's 30 days of some Giga fun. For 30 days. Okay, so it's just like it's like a credit card thing. Like you get like card, like you get, it's like an arcade. You go to the arcade, you buy the card and you get credits on it. So that's what it sounds like. But it's also like you have to do a daily login to play, which is super easy. And the game is super fun. So big shout out to Giga Chad Bat. Of course, we are YGG partnered. We got him right here on the microphone. YGG. This is also a YGG little merch thing. So Big shout out to the YGG fam. We love you guys. Thank you for supporting everything that we do. Ooh, we did not talk about Raven Quest. We got to talk about Raven Quest. Raven Quest permanently burned another 13 million tokens. These guys just love burning their tokens, man. And we love to see it. 5% more of their circulating supply has been burned. It's funny that they said they permanently burned another 13. It's like, you can't not permanently burn it. You know, it's like temporarily burned. So well done. That's like good for the token, kind of ish, maybe. We love Raven Quest though. Good guys, good game, good team. Aquarium Quest receives Lightning Grant from Ronin Network. Big shout out to Aquarium Quest. Not familiar with the game, but hey, I'd like a grant. Variants pushing their latest game update. Wildcard's third preseason opens up with $2.5 thousand in their prize pool. Tolan Universe Season 4 is ongoing. Rune Soul secured $30 million in strategic investment to pivot towards Web3 gaming aggregation and Launchpad. What is happening? What are we talking about? Web3 gaming aggregator? What does that even mean? Big move, bigger roadmap. Can't even crack 300 views or one comment. $30 million? $30 million? $30 million? I mean, sometimes I see this and I'm like, I don't know if it's real. Like, you can just tweet things, you know? It's like Gaming Daily, I just raised $30 million. And then some of these things are like, you know, like, is this in Asia? Like, is there just like some money games going on? You know what I mean? Like, they're just playing a different game than us. I can't get this on the screen the way that I want to. Hold on, I have to do it like that. It's not gonna get all right, whatever. I'm not even gonna dignify this by looking into this. You know, Matthew Buxton, listen, I don't know Rune Soul. I don't know this game, this project. So I'm not saying this about them. I am not allegedly. I don't know anything. Hypothetically, sometimes I see headlines and I think that it's just like funny business going on, right? You know, people moving money around and doing things, you know, like it's not real. They had spaces. Oh, they were on a space. Okay. Interesting. Why are spaces like still being like hailed as like the thing to do? Other than gamified, because obviously gamified is goated. What even is this? I've never heard of these names. Sun Pump, Ion Power Grid, Saito Network, Planaltics. What a great time for them to secure gaming.xyz domain name. Interesting. Mount Doji in the chat. What up, dog? Okay. That is almost everything. We had a whole bunch of like this, dude. I love the news terminal. If you guys don't have access to the Gaming Daily news terminal, let me know because it's incredible. Look at all these news stories. Immutable began their migration to Immutable ZK Illuvium began their migration to Immutable ZK EVM. Gigaverse doing things, Game of Dice doing things, Ember Vault doing things. Cambria season 3 stats. Jace didn't think that we had this on the news terminal. My guy, my brother. GamingDaily.gg. GamingDaily.gg. Mount Doji. Password is alpha. Password is alpha. You will get access right now. All right, let's take a look at the calendar. I said, no, let's take a look at the, oh, these are both the events. Let's take a look at the calendar. Guys, we got some work to do. There is not that much on the calendar right now. Like, we had Other Side Live Art do something today, and we had Craft World do something today. Tomorrow we have Cross Game Chain questing campaign launch. On Wednesday, we've got Wildcard going live with their tournaments. On Thursday, there's a Maple Story new land update, and there's a new season coming to FIFA Rivals. And then on Friday, we have Parallels Prime League Open 9. That's it. Next week, we have Hightail on Tuesday. And of course, we've got the one and only Mr. Matthew Buxton. Warp Chain is having their IDO for their token Warp. And if we go take a look at this, we are taken to ESE or EC and their launch pad. Give it a second while this is loading. And you can see the details on their IDO. Not financial advice, obviously, but we just put all of this stuff on the website. You've got the project info, and you've got, oh wow, there's a lot of stuff here, which is awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. You got everything that you'd be looking for. Oh my gosh, you got the entire team? Wow. Okay, I take back what I said. EC does a great job in doing their due diligence, giving you all the information that you could possibly want and need. This is really cool. So they're doing the IDO on BSC, but then the token claim is going to be on Avalanche. That's cool. That's cool. I like it. So cool, guys. Congrats. Super excited. Big shout out to Matthew Buxton. Big shout out to Warp. We can talk about that next week. And Matthew Buxton, if you want to come on this show and talk about it, either on, when is it? Wednesday or Tuesday? Either on Tuesday or Monday. If you want to do it Monday leading into it, happy to have you. If you want to do it Tuesday, the day that it happens, happy to have you. Just let me know what day would be best. If you want to do it later on in the week, happy to have you. Super, super cool. Let's go to the events page. Here are the featured gaming events that are happening right now. We already talked about Parallel TCG, their Prime League Open 9 happening. Yield Guild Games has a community quest with Joy Genesis. Pudgy TCG Vibes, they're hosting their World Championship. I don't even really know about this, but I want to know more. It's from January 3rd to January 25th with $40,000 on the line. What is Pudgy Vibes doing? We got to have the Pudgy Vibes team on. I got to learn more about this. January 7th, 2 days from now, Wildcard is going live with their daily tournaments up to $40,000. I think their preseason open is going to be up to $2,500. So their first one, very exciting. Big shout out to Wildcard. I'm going to try and get them on the show or someone from there on the show to talk more about it, how it works. Star Atlas obviously has their event. And then we talked about this a little bit today. Craft World, which is like Angry Dynamites, is doing a collab event with Fishing Frenzy. There's a whole bunch of rewards there, and there's details on the site about it. So fish, coin, Founders Pass NFTs, water, dino NFTs, a whole bunch of rewards. Super, super cool. Big shout out to all of them. And that's going to do it for the Gaming Daily website, gamingdaily.gg. If you don't have access, the access code is alpha. We are finishing up just a few things on the site, and we're going to be opening it up. We're in private early access right now, but that's only going to be for the next few days. And then we're going to be opening up the website It's still going to be like building in public. There's still things that are going to be wrong and broken. But we're building in public. We're doing it. We're doing it live. We got one more article that I wanted to look at, and it was the 7. Actually, damn, dude, we might have 2 more articles. GM Crypto Grit in the building, my guy. How are you? Much love. Thank you for tuning in. So a few of the things that I wanted to look at. Chris Gonzalez, co-founder of Forecast, the prediction market partner of Gaming Daily. This is not a sponsored ad read, but we are working with them, and I'm a big fan of what they've built. So since prediction markets are all the rage, he gave us 7 predictions for prediction markets in 2026. Esports becomes a breakout category. I think that's pretty good. World's viewership 3x in 6 years. Esports top 3. Yeah, I like that take. Stock predictions become a hedging layer. Ooh, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, if you got a big position, you can hedge with a prediction market, right? Or if you got a big position in a stock, you can hedge it. That makes a lot of sense. The sports book model breaks. Interesting. Why does he think that? Sports books profit by building a margin into every line. Winners get banned or limited. So prediction markets are the inverse, where they want winners, liquidity, and volume. So in 2026, the shift to peer-to-peer exchange models accelerates. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. If sports books make profit because they're taking margin, cut out the middleman, baby. Metric markets shine as a new derivatives layer. As exchanges build prediction markets into their UI, a new asset class emerges, metric markets. Bro, I'm American. It's metric? What are we talking about? What are we talking about, Chris? Chris, what are we talking about? Instead of just speculating on price action, traders can express views on adoption and execution of a protocol, hedging, FDV. Oh, okay. Yeah. Just like KPIs, right? Or like certain like milestones. Yeah. There's going to be a market for everything. I like that. I don't like the name metric markets, but it's just like a market for everything. Robot athletics, the new spectator sport. Sounds wild, but it's coming. Robot combat leagues will blossom in 2026. I don't know if they'll blossom, but I definitely agree with the long tail of this playing out. I mean, we already have this, right? Like, what are the robot wars? Like the little cars and stuff that are freaking crazy and super cool. That's definitely coming with like robots, but I don't know if it happens in 2026. AI agents enter the chat. The new AGI benchmark. Can an agent turn 100K? Yeah, dude, that's a big one. And the second that it happens, oh my goodness, the floodgates are going to be open. Yeah, that's a good one. Prediction market volume flips meme coins. I mean, dude, meme coins had so much volume. What's the volume that prediction markets are doing right now? I guess prediction markets are doing a crap ton of volume. I mean, you're doing tens of millions of dollars on certain markets, and meme coin volume is declining. So yeah, I guess that's pretty good. Oh, it's right here. It's literally right here in this graph. Interesting. Okay, cool. I like that. There was another one that I wanted to talk about, guys. Thread Guy on vibe coding was funny, but also Thread Guy had this other one. Let me just go full screen while I open these up. There was another one that I thought was interesting. This Thread Guy vibe coding one, I mean, it's just a funny take. Andy's not wrong. I kind of just wanted to have a vibe coding segment. We've gone far too long, so I'm probably going to not go too deep on this. I'm a big fan of vibe coding. I think you guys should be vibe coding. Um, and Thread guy just saying everyone in crypto freaking out about how good Claude code is, and nobody is using it to design finance Ponzi's that will go to billions. What the fuck are you talking about? Anything you build that doesn't pump is a waste of code, energy, and electricity. Literal slop, garbage, waste of time. He's like, everyone's making a vibe coded daily journal calendar log, and nobody's going to take a stab at DeFi Kingdoms. This was the second game. I saw someone talk about, like, major crypto people talk about Step In and now DeFi Kingdoms. Super interesting. Also, by the way, your calendar freaking sucks. So funny. So funny. And I hate you. So funny. So funny. I like that take a lot. It was really funny. This was another one. So Apewood, I don't know, prominent thinker on Twitter, said, so this is like, checking in, thought-provoking corner of Gaming Daily News, and really checking in on crypto Twitter. The return of Gusto. Attention as currency has topped. He's talking about the death of literalism and the transcendental buffoon. I love these words. The heart and commitment. Okay, all right, whatever. Let's open up the actual article here. There was some good stuff here. I actually really liked some of these takes. Let me just resize this. Whoa, why did that happen? That's fine. He's talking about like authenticity, but even like authenticity being a bit performative. Wow, I didn't realize this was such a long article. He had some screenshots basically from it. The problem is that they don't like format very well. Oh, you know what? I can just zoom in. Okay. This is interesting. Let's read this for a second. The objective form is the most subjective in matter. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask and he will tell you the truth. Oscar Wilde. So he's talking about we are at that moment now. The attention economy has been optimized to death. Literalism has topped, and performative is the word people reach for when they feel it, but they can't name it. And let's look at this other screenshot. So I just want to get it fitted here. All right. So we are at the local top signals and signal exhaustion on attention as currency. The need to go viral, the output, the optimized content wheels that creators, brands, whatever, all hum now in the name of the almighty algorithm. The incentives have been fully revealed, face up, and much of the audience now is left to surmise if someone is being performative or if something is real. The consensus take is that we need more authenticity. Like this just solves the problem, as if there are even such a real thing as authenticity online. For example, you're reading words from a wash dude behind a Rengoku manga PFP with a pseudonym Apewood on the internet. Is that authentic? I'm behind a mask. Really interesting. What stood out to me about this? I thought it was really interesting. Like, I think it's important to kind of track like where content is going, where the internet is going, where personalities are going. And I guess I liked the take that, the algorithm has basically been solved and it's just so hard to read what people are doing. Like, if you're on crypto Twitter, you basically need to have a degree in like sarcasm and satire because everything is a troll, right? And when it's not a troll, like if it goes well, okay, fine. But if it doesn't, like, oh, it's just trolling. I don't know. It was really interesting, but I don't have any good takes on it now. So I think we're just gonna leave that one there. Um, guys, we got to shout out the sponsor of today's video, B3, today's stream. We'll go here. Let's see. What's B3 been up to, man? The official chain of gaming daily. Vix Bob, you know all about it, brother. Big shout out to the sponsors that make this show possible. And stay tuned for B3 boys. Something new is coming. A reboot. Did they give an article? Is there an article here? Do we have more to like read from? No, they just talk about this just links to the website b3.fun, but you can play games on B3 at basement.fun. I'm like almost wondering, like, did they change things? I'm a huge fan of their Hype Duel platform. I think it's super cool. We were talking about earlier robots. We're talking about prediction markets. We're talking about, just kind of like AI gaming. I think Hype Duel is really, I think what they've built out just has like the best of everything. Streaming, prediction markets, AI gaming, and like monetization for the game creators. I think there's some really interesting things. If you haven't looked at Hype Duel, definitely go take a look at it. Also, they are behind AnySpend, and AnySpend is like cross-chain payments, really impressive tech. On ramp anyone, pay anyway, and they were also like had I think like an airdrop and some farming going on. So be sure to check out B3. You can jump in their Discord and turn on notifications because it sounds like whatever they're doing next is going to be pretty big. Obviously, former Coinbase alumni, Base alumni, they launched their token. It was one of the best performing tokens of 2025 when it came to gaming. I think it was like over $100 million FTV. Day one Coinbase listing because they are built like that. We got a new logo looking fire. And they've been incredible partners. The entire team from Victoria to Daryl to Tim to is it Kathleen? I think it's Kathleen. My apologies, Kathleen. B3, the official gaming chain of Gaming Daily. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We did it, boys. Regina, thank you for showing up. Vix Bob, thank you for hanging out. Crypto Grit, Matthew Buxton, Mount Doji, Terrace, Sam Stefanina, Big Zoe, AE, everybody, Jerry Foundation, Exit Liquidity, everyone's showing love. KKK in the building, West in the building. This was fun. Jorge from the Gaming Strategist. This is the new Gaming Daily. If you want to hang out and see what happened today, kind of get the news, kind of get my takes, ask questions in the chat, see who we have. We're going to bring on guests. If you could potentially be one of the guests reacting to the news, breaking your news on the show. I'm a big fan of streaming. It's good to get back to it. And I love the crypto gaming industry and the space. We are going to be building gamingdaily.gg into the best possible crypto gaming news, events, aggregator, website, hub for crypto gaming that it can possibly be. I'm so excited for 2026. So we will be back Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. EST, after gamified, after simplified. Come tune in to the news. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been super fun. I'm going to close it off there. And I don't have an outro. Damn. We don't have an outro, huh? What if I go here and I do that? and I do this. It's gonna work. I don't think that's working. How do I play this?
I don't care about your crypto, boy.
Yeah.
Not at all, not even one Bitcoin. CEO being unemployed.
Not true.
I got nothing left to give, no, to another crypto boy.
Not a crypto boy. I'm a crypto man. You think I don't make bank, but I can. Sitting over there with your judgmental eyes. I got my eyes on the prize. You don't think I make money,
Much
boy.
love, Sunshine.
I
Much love,
make
Matthew
more
Buxton.
than
Much love,
you.
Doji.
I put it in my savings and I look at you and I'm a crypto man and I want to cheat.
Boy, not at all, not even one Bitcoin. CEO being unemployed. I got nothing left to give, no, to another crypto boy. You care more about your currency than you do about us currently. I don't need
Best song
much,
ever.
no
One of the best songs ever made.
to open up and talk honestly, cause you're an addict getting mad, you better mask what you mean. In every single conversation you're out in open sea. It's
Shout
been
out
so
Open
long,
Sea.
so either one you choose, your wallet or me. Well, better hope you're getting laid in Web3. I don't care about your crypto, boy. Not at all, not even one Bitcoin. CEO being unemployed. I got nothing left to give, no, to another.
Much love, guys. We'll see you in the next